Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. I'm tired of shit.
Hello friends and my lovely viewers. Welcome back to the channel of prettiness. Today, I will take us through the current best meta team in Bloodline. I will reveal the best traits and the best team compositions for each of these powerful champions. So, if you're feeling lost in Bloodline and want to know the secrets to success, you have come to the right video. One of the most famous and strongest team compositions consists of female Lionstone, Phoenix, female Mage Fox, male Mosquito from the Water and Sun clan, and the male Butterfly who belongs to the Bloom and Counter clan. These 5 monsters are a completely different league compared to the other champions in Bloodline, and putting them correctly together in one team can create an overpowerful faction. Now, for the best results, I would place male Butterfly, male Mosquito, and female Lionstone in the front like this. As for the back row, I would place Phoenix on the left side and the female Mage Fox on the right side. Now, I understand some of you might be wondering why I didn't place Divala in this team. I agree that she's a really strong champion, and she can definitely be used in a lot of team comps. But when we put together different champions, we have to make sure that the champions put together are compatible with each other. It is not just about putting the very top 5 champs together and then brawling away. We have to make sure we have one tank at least, then we need damage dealers, healers, and perhaps assassins in some cases. And not only does the type of champion matter, but also the skills and traits. You could put the 2 very best champions together in a team, but still lose to someone who's using the 7th or 6th best champions together. And the loss would simply be due to the lack of compatibility between the skills and traits of your selected champions. So, talking about traits and skills and everything, it is time for us to take a look at each champion's skills, and from that information discuss which traits are more suitable. Let us start with the most recent champion, our male Mosquito. He has one special trait, called Suppression. He will reduce the attack of back row enemy champions with this trait. So yeah, he is already giving the vibe of being a buffer and debuffer. Let us see his skills as well. Yep, in his active skill he buffs a couple of his allies, and also has a chance of buffing himself. The passive is also some kind of buff, and in the ultimate he buffs his allies and also deals some damage to the enemy, as well as stuns them for a little while. This champion needs strength for sure, since both the healing and damage dealing he does is strength based. Adding defense and agility to him might come in handy as well. We for sure don't want him to die, and having him throw healing spells more often will benefit not just him but the entire team. This is in fact the healer of our team, an important break for everyone to stay alive. I would suggest selecting the traits Brutal, Honorable, and Focused for this champion. And I guess I would normally put Devout on him to help with the healing, but I'm planning to put Devout on another champion, so I will rather put Galtang's clan trait on him. It is called Steadfast if I remember correctly. Let us move on to the next champion in our team, Phoenix. She has 2 special traits. It is the Pyromancer and the Sanguine. The Pyromancer trait gives an increased chance of inflicting burn, which is a damage buff. And the Sanguine trait increases all allies' damage by a certain percentage each and every 2 seconds. These traits are both damage related, and if I remember correctly, that is exactly how her skills are as well. Her active and ultimate skill is all about having high strength to deal damage, while her passive is about the executive effect and instantly killing an enemy when their constitution is lower than 15%. With this information, I would say putting strength-based traits on her is the smartest thing to do. But we shouldn't overdo it either. There is no point having a cannon of a champion if the champion is gonna die 10 seconds into the match, right? Thus choosing Brutal, Honorable, and Agile as her traits will give her the most suitable balance. Brutal to increase her strength percentage-wise, Honorable to increase her own defense so she won't die too easily, and Agile for her to launch the attacks faster. I know that there's a soft cap for attack speed, but I feel like every microsecond can count. Because even if your champion can attack slightly a little bit faster, I feel like that can make a whole lot of difference in the outcome of the battle. But obviously, if you are not comfortable with Agile, you can always replace it with something like Focused. It is time for us to move on to the 3rd champion in our team, which will be the female Mage Fox. Her special trait boosts the back row ally champion strength by 16.76% for the first 10 seconds after the battle starts. So this is definitely a mage support type of champion. Looking at her skills, her active throws a debuff on the enemy as we can see, and additionally deals some damage in doing so. In her passive skill, she protects herself. She also heals and boosts the attack speed of a random ally, as well as recovers some of his or her energy. Then in the ultimate skill, she once again defends her allies and recovers some constitution while receiving the charm effect. So after reading all this, I personally think that the trait Devout is very important for this champion. Cause our female mage Fox champion heals the allies quite a bit, and this trait will amplify the healing that our champion does in her skills from before. The next trait I believe is needed for this champion is Agile. Agile will increase the Fox's attack speed by 30%, and having a fast healer/support champion is absolute gold to the team. This is once again playing a little too close for comfort to the attack speed soft cap, so it's more of a high risk, high reward I guess. To add it more up, I would also put Rapid Shot. This trait will increase the attack speed of the entire team in the beginning of the battle. So now we have two traits that both add attack speed. The last trait I recommend for you all is the one called Brutal. You may wonder why I'm putting this in a support mage in Bloodline, but I have a very valid reason for doing so. The healing effect is dependent on how much strength our Fox champion has. This is mentioned in both the active and ultimate skill. So yeah, that made it vital for us to increase her strength. Next up, we have the male butterfly. His special trait states that the next attack will deal additional damage equal to 1% of the champion's strength, and the cooldown is 2 seconds. So immediately it's indicated that this champion might need a trait to increase his own strength. But let's take a quick look at his skills first. Oh no, his active skill is so long. But basically, he is a damage dealer who uses clones to inflict most of the damage. The passive skill ensures he can evade attacks from time to time, and the ultimate is another phantom attack he launches. But this is more of a single target attack, and each time he successfully kills an enemy, he regains some constitution. From all this, I am already certain we will need a trait to increase his strength. So I placed a trait called Brutal to increase his strength, and the Pyromancer trait to deal some extra damage. This trait is also strength reliant, which is good for the champion. Then I will place Honorable to give the champion some damage reduction. We don't want our champion to die after all, and there are quite a few champions who target high damage dealers. Gotta keep that in mind, you know. As for the last trait, I would put Energetic. Energetic is very often a good skill for the champions, and especially on damage dealers like this one, who, you know, uses clones and everything. I really value it a lot. Not to mention, it makes my damage dealer and his clones a little bit more durable as well. But if you don't care much for durability, you can switch it with Focused or Agile. Now we just have one champion left, which is the female Lionstone. Her special trait is called Ambitious, and it will give her additionally 240 energy points for the first 10 seconds after the battle starts. This ensures that she can throw her skills before other champions, which is very important since she's a tank and needs to collect the aggro. Looking at her skills, she seems to be buffing both herself and the allies. Mostly the allies, to be honest. There is no healing effect going on though, just a lot of very useful buffs, especially in the ultimate as most of us already know. So I know for sure that Honorable will be an essential trait for this champion as it is a tank. Next up, I want to put Focused so that she can gain even more energy within the first 10 seconds of the battle. Like, Focused is really compatible with the special trait of hers, so of course we gotta take advantage of that. Then we will need the trait Hulking on her. The last trait I recommend is the one called Cunning. This is a trait put to ensure that our female Lionstone actually is the first one to use her skills, because this trait will reduce the enemy's energy gain rate for the first 10 seconds. And with that, our female Lionstone has a lot of energy to use her skills, while the opponent has problems of gaining energy for the entire first 10 seconds. Well, this is the best meta team in Bloodline in my opinion. If you enjoyed the video of today, feel free to hit the like and subscribe button. By the way, I would love to know what you all think about these champions and their traits, etc. If you want to share your opinions, you can always visit the comment section below. This all being said, have an amazing and wonderful day everyone. Take care, stay foxy, adios, bye!